Hey everyone, it's Jim with Nerd Truckin', and it has been a while since I have done one of these videos, so I'm going to take a little time and tell you a couple tips, tricks to help make con season go a whole lot better for you in the future. Now, some of you may be brand new to conventions, some of you may be seasoned pros, some of you may have just gone to a lot of conventions within a couple hour drive of you and want to say, hey, I want to go on a plane across the country for some odd reason. I've done it. It's fun. Or it's always great to meet new people and just kind of see how other conventions do their thing. And it's always a lot of fun. Plus, also gotta get out of your little comfort zone into other places, and it's always fun. But these are tips and tricks that may help everyone. Now, starting off, I would have to say, plan your trip. If you want to go all weekend, spur of the moment, if you have the money to just go, more power to you. But if you don't, I suggest trying to, go online. I know of a website, it's like Pop Culture HQ. They have a list of every convention, I think, in the world. And you can search it by date, location, all that kind of fun stuff. I'll put a link to that in the description. But I say look up a couple conventions either in your area, or it's like a time frame that you want to go to, or a place you want to go to, and really start looking into it, because there are a lot of conventions that say if you buy your passes really early on, you save a good bit of money. Actually, you could save up to $30 on a weekend pass on some that I've seen. And also, if you book early on with their hotel, you can get a very good discounts for affiliate, or hotels that are affiliated with the convention. Plus, it's also good to plan, because if you're a really big Harry Potter fan, and it's a one convention, they announce Daniel Radcliffe and all the main, a ton of Harry Potter characters. You might want to go there, and you might want to be able to have fun, have enough money to meet all of them, that kind of stuff. So planning is essential. It's for long term planning is essential, so that way you could also pay everything else in increments instead of all at once. But planning is also essential closer to the con, when they announce panels, times that celebrities and guests are going to be coming out and doing pictures and things, and everything like that. Plus, when they say conventions open at 10 o'clock. Well, how far are you away from the convention? What's the traffic like going to get there? What's the parking like? Pretty much planning is essential. There is a lot to plan. I have done a couple of just spur of the moment, hey, I'm gonna go, and it was a nightmare, at least for me. I don't know. Experiences may differ on that one, but planning. While you are at the convention, please, for the love of all that is holy, take a shower. Every tips and tricks video you will ever see, shower and deodorant is going to be a part of it. When you have about 5,000 people all crammed in a tiny little space, and half of them did not shower and they rank, yeah, it matters. Especially with that many people, the AC is not going to be working that well, so all that is going to linger, and you start getting the little stink lines from the character in Charlie Brown. You do. It's not good. Anyway, besides shower and deodorant, because those are probably the two more important things, wear comfortable shoes. It is not good to be on your feet all day, it's like actually that brings up a good point. I need to actually count, just like take a little mile tracker next time I go to a convention. But you are walking a good maybe 5 or 6 miles. That's just an estimate. Somebody wants to prove me wrong, they can. But you were going to be walking about like 5 or 6 miles on your feet all day. Wear comfortable shoes, or you could have the ability to mess your feet up and they will be hurting for about a month, up to a month afterwards. So don't go in like little tiny slippers, ladies. It's like, don't go in like, the giant high heels this big. It's like, it's not going to work out for you. If you are in a cosplay that requires things like that, have a friend, it's like, take a comfortable pair of shoes with them so you can slip those off, put on the comfortable pair and walk around and like, try to be comfortable at least. Cash. Money. Money is always important. Cash. It's like if you are going to be an autograph hound, take a lot of cash, because a lot of the celebrities in the autographs are mostly cash only. If you like to go for the vendors, the art, a lot of artists there do cash only things. A lot of the vendors, they might give you a discount for doing cash, because then they don't have to report it. At least that's what I hear. I don't know. Maybe. But it's like I have seen a couple that the cash option was like $10 off of what the credit card option was. But also, because credit cards, you have to swipe the card, the information has to go to your bank, and then that has to get a reciprocal thing back to the device saying, yes, there's money. I finally got. It's like they have given you that money. The Wi-Fi, the internet in that area with so many people might not work as fast. So it could take like 10 minutes just to get a response, or it could take 10 minutes just to say, sorry, this is not working at the moment. So it's a whole lot easier just to say, hey, how much is this? $10. Here you go. Bye. Enjoy your day. But also another thing on vendors, I don't mean to digress here, but when it goes to a convention, there are a lot of people that, they have their money, they go straight to the celebrities and everything and spend all their money and, that's it. One thing I do recommend is, before you go line up and get celebrity autographs and everything, go around, take one loop around the vendors and the artists and everything, and just kind of look at what they have, because more often than not, I've heard a lot of people do this. They're walking by, they see something, oh man, I love this, but I have no money because I just spent it all on who's its autograph like 5 minutes ago. I wish I'd known this was here. So yes, please, that's just my advice. Just take a little walk around the vendors. You might see something that you absolutely want, and you say, I want this, and I can go without this autograph for now because I know he's going to be over here in a couple of months. So that's just my advice. Now, packing is important. If you're going for just the day, a simple backpack will be fine. Just something to be able to just store a bunch of loose things, a couple things you buy in there. If you are an autograph hound, they have protective, hard covers for pictures and things. I highly recommend getting a couple, so that way when you get your autograph, you can put it in there. It's nice and protected from things spilling on it and doing all of that. You can just put it in your backpack and not have to worry too much about it getting crimped or creased or anything like that. If you're going for a weekend and going to be at a hotel, if you're not cosplaying, something like this, just a little bag, little weekend duffel is all you need. I can fit about 4 days. There's 4 days of clothes in there and toiletries, and still have a little extra room to go. So that's pretty much all you need if you're not cosplaying. If you are cosplaying, or it's like if you are cosplaying or decide to get on a flight, go to another city, it's like go to another city. In that case, I recommend something a little bit bigger. Something a little bit bigger. I know you can't see that well. I do apologize. But in this one, you could easily fit like an entire week's worth of clothes. Has pockets, so you could actually a little pocket on the side. You actually fit dirty shoes and stuff in there. But if you are going for a weekend, you have light cosplay. I mean, things that you just or it's like just a clothes that a cosplayer, that a certain character wears, just like light armor and things. I recommend something about like this size, because you can fit your clothes in there. You can pack your cosplay on top of it. It works. If you're going, out of town, you have to go on a flight, and you're taking some bigger cosplays, but still something that isn't super hard, that could get cracked on a plane, or if it's mishandled. I gotta back up a little bit more. Pretty much duffel bag, pretty good size. I actually went to Wizard World in St. Louis and took my Grim Reaper costume in that with my with my scythe that was pretty good sized, and it fit in there. Got a little cracked at the tip, but then the tip wasn't made too well, so that was mostly my fault. But that one has a special segmented compartments in it, so you could actually put clothes, this, or it's this cosplay, this cosplay, this cosplay. Also, speaking of cosplay, or it's make sure a couple days before, a Wednesday before the convention, actually take your cosplay out, lay it out on a table, and make sure you have everything you need, because it's not good. It's Saturday morning, it's all right, time to put on my cosplay that I have specifically to meet, Amelia is to meet the mother of dragons, and I am missing the key part. And there's nothing I can do about it, because I have to leave in 2 hours. So lay it out, make sure you have everything, and then pack it up, or pack it up, fold it up, and put it all together in a place that if it is a suit of armor or something that could easily be cracked, there is a type of hard container. I believe it's made by Wolf. I know the 501st swears by it, because they have to carry around their stormtrooper stormtrooper uniforms and stuff in them. And if you ever look at a 501st staging area, it's just wall to wall with these containers, because they swear by them. But it's a pretty good size. It's a pretty good size hard container with wheels and a handle. It's handle on it, and it has a bunch of foam inserts that you can actually customize to how you want. I'm gonna ask a couple of the 501st friends I know and put a link to that in the description below. If you're going anywhere and you're a photographer, like I'm hoping to be, I recommend. I actually went to Fry's Electronics, here in Houston, and got a Pelican case, pretty good sized. I want to pull it out, but it's currently buried. But a Pelican case, pretty good sized one, fits my gimbal, camera. It's my computer, all my cords. It's spare batteries, everything in there, all in one thing. The only issue I've had so far with it is it's like getting a call from TSA. It's like, we need to open up your thing. It's like, why? You have all the materials, swipe it, there's nothing there, go away. Because it's like the second I did when that plane landed, I opened it up right there. It's like, all right, make sure they didn't lose anything. Because whenever the TSA opens up, you see a nice little thing. The TSA has opened up your... Sorry, I'm digressing. But to recap, it's like the really important things, plan out your trip. It's like plan out your trip, comfortable shoes, and a shower. Shower and deodorant is important. It's like if you watch any other tips and tricks about conventions, showering and deodorant is always important. But also, ultimately, have fun. I mean, that's what you're there for. This is one of the things I love about conventions is I'm very shy and I don't really know, like, socially awkward. But the one thing about a convention is you're guaranteed to at least have a couple of things in common with everyone there. So you see somebody walking around as, like, from your favorite show or your favorite anime or your favorite manga or your favorite video game. Instant icebreaker right there. You can go up and it's like, man, that is so awesome, great. That's one of the things I love about conventions. So ultimately, have fun. That is what it's all about. Just have fun, because there are so many crazy things that happen at these things. If you're not having fun, what's the point in going? I mean, really. But anyway, that's what I have. I kind of I got what I wanted to say out. Kind of digressed a little bit, kind of ranted a little bit, but I'm getting better. If you like the video, hit like, share it with your friends, especially if you know someone who's never been to a convention, share this with them. Comment below on things you'd like to see, or things you'd like to see in future videos, and if I can improve, just any comments that you have, put them below, and be sure to look in the description for that our convention list and the products that I mentioned, the Pelican case and the wolf containers. I will find out what they are and put that below. Until next time, I'm Jim with Nerd Truckin', and have fun out there, guys.